Hi guys, this is a Remington 77. Now the Remington 77 is just a magazine, a detachable magazine fed version of the nylon 66. Um, stock is made out of a plastic which was called, designed by DuPont. It was actually DuPont nylon 66, and that's where the Remington nylon 66 got its name from. This is essentially that same rifle, but instead of having a tube-fed mag in the stock, it's got a detachable magazine over there, and it came with a 5 or a 10 round magazine. This rifle was introduced in 1970 as the Model 77, and then in 1972 it was renamed to the Mohawk 10C, and then it was finally discontinued in 1978. The design of this is all plastic construction. So this whole thing is plastic. The only metal part on this gun is essentially the barrel, which peeks out there, the bolt, which is inside there, and then this sheet metal cover that goes over the top. Everything else, the action, all of it is made from this same plastic. So what this one's doing is they dropped the gun. The gun was dropped and dropped on the mag, and they bust the magazine, so the magazine broke. So they found a replacement mag somewhere, and the mag is actually marked 77. Got to load it up with dummy rounds. So the mag goes in, but it doesn't feed. It's stuck right there. And what I found is if you push the mag forward, it will feed and eject and feed. So I think you got a mag guide, a magazine guide over there, which is a piece of sheet metal, and I think that bent in the fall. So pull it apart and see if I can get that off the gun and bend it straight without breaking any of the plastics. Taking it apart, we got two screws, cover screws on there, on this cover plate, and we need to get out. And the bolt handle you just got to pull straight up on. It just pulls out of the bolt. Even that's plastic. And then this cover plate should just lift out, and that there is the ejector that sits in there. Okay, so I'm trying to get down to that plate. And next up, I'm going to pull out the trigger guard. I don't know which way that pin wants to go. It seems to want to go from left to right. Okay, the trigger guard hooks in at the back, and then that one pin secures it. And I need to get in here. That's where the magazine guide is in below the magazine, and there's a screw there that holds it in. So if I can get this out, I should be able to get to that screw. Okay, I'm not sure what holds that mag catch in. and I don't want to pull on it. I'm going to pull the barrel out, see if I can get the bolt out, and then see if I can get to it from the top. To get the barrel out, you got this big screw. Got that big screw over there. Got to make sure you got the striker cocked, and you got right, and then the barrel slides out the front. Just got to undo the screw completely, and then pull out. So you got, that's the lock, and the way that works is it pulls down in that slot to lock the barrel in, and it's got that little spacer that sits on the front. It's actually marked front right there. So that's done. Bolt slides out the front, same as a 66. There's the bolt and the action spring, and that on safe. That's the striker, so if I let that go, it's going to fly off. That screws in right there. That magazine guide screws in there, so still can't get that mag catch out. So the mag release has got a piece of spring that's coiled over there, and there's two little legs that click around it on the front like that. I got to spread those, and then it will slide out that way. There you go, got it out. So what I did was, it fits in under that little lip over there with that part, and then it's got those two little hooks that hook over. So I just stretched it out, inserted a clip in there, stretch the other one, and pull it out. Now I've got access to that screw, so I can get that out and bend that back. That's it. There's the that's the magazine catch, and that's the support, and that has to bend over to my left. I'm just drawing the current profile so that I got something to compare against as to how much I bent it. When I'm bending it back, I wouldn't know if I've bent it enough, and then I can bend and see how much I move, and I can progressively carry on going until I get it to align properly and feed properly. You can see that I did bend it a bit, and it's now leaning further forward. Okay, reassembly, striker guide rod, striker goes in from the front on the rails, lift the spring into the striker, and get to there, get the striker up to the sear, and you got to pull the trigger and then push down on the sear to get it for the striker to clear, and then click it back, put the safety on so it doesn't come shooting back on its own. The recoil rod goes in over there, and then that part interacts with the bolt handle on that little recess over there through that also. That's what keeps the bolt handle in, and that goes into the tube that the striker slides on, and then get it in there. We can just put the charging handle in there just to keep it from interfering. up front. Now we can get the barrel back. Getting the barrel back, we got to get this the barrel lug in, and the front goes to the front. We slide that in there, and we secure it with that screw and tighten it up because it needs to be able to move up. Barrel slides in from the front. All the way to there. And then push back on it, and now we can tighten up that screw, and therefore clamp the barrel in place. Now I could probably have bent this in the gun, but that hole doesn't have a steel insert. It just screws straight into the plastic, and putting a lot of force on that could break those threads out, or even just split the receiver. I think it was a better option to take it apart. I tested before I put the magazine button back. I got the mag loaded up with some dummy rounds. Mag is in. I'm holding the ejector with my finger. That worked. Okay. I think I got it at the right angle. Put the rest back. Okay, so the mag release button, that's got to slide in there. And I got to spread those two little wings and get it to go snap around. Something like that. Now the trigger guard can go back. Got the two hooks at the back. Hook it in. Slide it over. I'm gonna put the pin in from the side because I want it to come out from the other side. I don't think it matters. These pins are held in by the cover. The cover plate keeps them in so that they can't come out. Got the ejector in. Pull the charging handle back out. Get the cover back on. I hope you found that interesting and that it helped somebody out there. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.